that incoming tide's perfect for this. Just coming into a little, trying to find a protective bay. Hopefully sight cast a tusky, something that, I mean, neither me or you have done this up here yet, but we have seen them in certain parts of the coast. I mean, every time you see one, you're like, oh, I need to go do that, but kind of never get around to it. So because the weather's a bit average today, we figured it's a perfect day to tuck in close and have a go. If not, beat sitting at home. Oh, there's a big tusky. Hopefully he hasn't spooked, which my mind would be blown if he hasn't. I can't see that way. That thing was huge. Mate, that was every bit of 7 kilos. But I'd say he would have absolutely jetted. They don't stay that close for that long. We're obviously trying to sight cast here. We're only in 0.8 of water. As the tide sort of pushes up onto these flats, up into the rocky mangrove kind of country, all the bigger fish should move through, trying to eat this kind of thing, like just your little crabs. I'm no fly fisherman, not even remotely close to it, so we just got a little 4-pound setup, light line, 20-pound leader, 4-pound braid, and essentially just sight casting. And yeah, the one time we didn't have the rod ready to go, we just had a proper bus. Would have been a 6 or 7 kilo tusky. Just hung around the boat, floating around, just to like stir us up, and by the time we got a line to water, she was gone. So that'd probably be the one that got away. We'll be telling at the bar later.
Back at the ramp.
Yeah.
Stixy, what an amazing adventure the last 3 days has been, mate. We've had highs, we've had lows, but it's been great.
Yeah, we probably had more lows than highs, but I mean, that's part of the chase and setting a benchmark really high for yourself. So
I was a little bit worried about the benchmark that you set. The first conversation that we had over a couple of beers was, we're going to sight cast tuskies in very skinny water.
Yeah, it's something that, you know, we'd both chased tusk fish and we've both caught them, but getting it, like sight casting them, is something we haven't done. We've caught them on heavy gear and live bait and crabs and all the rest of it, but you know, getting them in 600 to a metre of water in oyster-covered country is hard at the best of times, and I thought I'd make it a little bit more difficult by throwing 4-pound line into the mix. So
I was very nervous at that point, but I was all for it. You know, as a sport fisherman myself, yeah. I was very, very keen to see how this was going to pan out.
Yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, mate, it's all good to see these fish and casting them, but conditions played key. And on day one, weather was a major one of those factors.
Yeah. The weather we found out very quickly because, you know, again, this is something we haven't done, and we've both freshly moved to Karratha, so it's all virgin country for us. It's all new. But yeah, we found quick that, you know, obviously water clarity. If it's too big of a tide, the coast was really dirty. If there's too much wind, you couldn't see through the water. If the cloud cover was there, again, you couldn't see. And that was just the start of the you know, bits and pieces that added to the challenge.
But even when we had those perfect points in the day where weather was on our side, the next issue was pests. Yeah, we had a lot of little pest species, and especially the brassy trevally and the blue tuskies. As cool it is to catch them and, like, you know, pull a bit of string in between missing fish. They're just, you would get a perfect cast, or what you thought was a perfect cast, and you would have a big tusky coming over, you know, and you're like just waiting in anticipation, slowly moving, going, we're on. And out of nowhere, here comes a little brassy trevally, blink. And it's just devastation because the tuskies are gone, spooked, and you're not getting another shot at that fish. Very frustrating, but not all of the pests were bad.
No, we were lucky to catch the tail end of the breeding season for the tiger squid in the archipelago here. So, you know, in between trying to find new ground and fish, we were lucky enough to put a few good tiger squid on board for a feed. I feel like what we have here is essentially perfect because we're hovering from what, 0.5 to 0.8. So like visually you can see for a long way. I mean, the only thing letting us down at the minute is this bit of cloud and the fact it's windy and it's supposed to be. So, I mean, the more chop you got, the less you can see. But water clarity wise, I mean, we didn't have too much trouble seeing that last big one. So hopefully still, you know, from a distance we can still spot them. But I mean, all you can do is try. This one's had a hard life. Squid fishing in the Pilbara. Cast him out, put him in the rod holder, and try and sight cast a tusky. Play this one a bit easier so don't lose it. Oh, that's not too bad. Beautiful little tiger. We might keep this fella and have him for dinner. There we are. There must be a few there. How good's that? They sort of come in to breed and feed and hang around the islands, and then yeah, that's it. They're gone again. I don't really know where they go. I haven't been here long enough to know the exact science of their breeding patterns, but yeah, big dog's got to eat. I got a nice one here on the deck, and then Matty cast in and got this one beside him, and that is a cracker. That's going to be a very high 20s tube. There'll be one on this already, I reckon. The hard bit is I'm going to have to get past it so I don't spook it. Oh, and that's on his head. Oh, no G's are on it. There's a G on it. Oh, he's moving. Oh, it's a little tusky. We've got to get rid of this quick, unfortunately, because there is a big one there. Man, that sun just... Golden. Oh, not big, little golden. Oh. Man, that was a good tusky. He was very chilled though. Could pull a big permit here too, so it's not really like... Still pretty cool on 4 pound. Man, if it wasn't so ripply, holy dooly. It's so hard to see and we're still seeing them, like, just not feeding. GT. Nearly probably maybe a lighter crab, same hook size, but something not so heavy in the water when it lands. It's right there, man. He's literally, like, he's coming around there. Yep. What? No! That was insane. Holy, look at that. He destroyed that. We literally swam up, like up to the boat and ate that. I didn't think I'd lose that. Like, I was so confident in that just actually hooking somewhere decent.
Mate, my heart was in my throat. The second you hooked that first fish, yeah, it was pretty exciting because we'd spooked you know, several good fish prior, and we, you know, as we're learning, we're kind of adapting different things to try and get one to eat, and we finally got a really big one to eat. And unfortunately, it was short-lived. Like, the one thing I didn't think that would happen did, and like, you know, the hook pulled pretty quickly. But to me, I was just thinking I was going to get roasted. I was either going to get spooled or cut off. But yeah, it just, another one of those small factors, like you're using a tiny crab and a tiny hook, and you just get unlucky sometimes.
We learn a lot from day one.
Yeah.
But we had to call it at some point. The weather conditions turned against us. The tide stopped moving. The fish went dead.
Yeah.
There was no point hanging around for the rest of the day cooking in that heat.
It was definitely hot, and basically everything was against us. But we'd learned a lot, you know. So we made the call to basically start again tomorrow fresh, and adapt all the new things that we learnt from day one into day two. And we went into day two like far more confident than we did in day one.
Oh, it is a huge fish. Look at the size of that thing. Surely that wasn't a tusky. Go sight casting tuskies. You reckon that up in the very flats, or do you reckon it's just like a rubbish bag or something? You reckon? Oh, here. Oh. Oh God. Oh, it's gonna eat it. I reckon that's a tusky. Yep. That's a tusky. Wow. That's a big one. Oh, this is gonna do me. Oh no, it's in the rock. I might have it at the front of that rock. I'm pretty sure this is a big, oh, not a big one, but that little tusky. Yeah. Oh, it's... Get away from those rocks. Oh, another big one on it. Oh, wow, he is pulling. Oh, we're so close. Oh my God. I'll get him. Nah. Oh, yes. Wow. That, after missing those massive ones, to be honest, that was about half the size of those big ones. I don't think we would have landed that absolute bulldozer. But how good. Wow, what a series of events. He's not bad. He's definitely not a bad one. Wow, that was a nerve-wracking fight. How good is that? We seen two, easily double the size of this, and they're both coming over to the crab, and then this big shark come through and spooked them, and we could see them floating around, but they were spooked. So I casted one wide and watched this one go over. I was like, he will be very close to that. And I don't even know if you can see it. It's that deep. He absolutely wolfed it. But anyway, we'll quickly get it out and put him back. Too cool to keep. So stoked. Time for a bigger one. This is the size of crab we're using today. It's not, I forget, it's only about 4.5 grams. We moved away from the bigger ones because we found they were plonking in the water too much and it was landing too heavy and you could just watch them spook. So we've gone right back to a little one, and we've just got the advantage of the wind behind our back, so it actually get some decent distance out of it. But yeah, we'll quickly get this little fella back, so. smash this and upgrade, eh? Used to chase Tuskies heaps in Mackay. Me and a few mates would be out on a little punt and, you know, we were just using crabs and prawns and stuff, but yeah, we're hanging on to these things with like GT gear, like running P8 and stuff like that, and fighting them in like, you know, a metre of water, and you just get blown away by like 10 kilo Tuskies and stuff, and it was epic. And, you know, like landed plenty of big fish, but I guess now it's now at the sports fishing stage where I guess trying to do it the hardest way possible. I mean, fly would probably be that, but I don't have the time or effort to take up fly, so 4 pounds the next best. Only running like a 1 to 3 kilo rod. Like I said, 4 pound line. So I guess from here it's a big one, like a proper blue one. Oh, huge, 2 of them. Oh, wow, wow. That's in the rocks. Oh, it's out. I feel like it's not a Tusky though. Oh, it is. A little one too. What? Oh, he's in that rock. Oh, up out of that rock. Oh, he's back in that rock. And we need to get him out there. Oh, man, that thing went off tap. That was way smaller than the other one with more drag.
Yep, straight to drink. Yep, go. Right by that rock that you thought hooked that one.
Literally, oh, it's gonna eat it.
Got him.
Yep, oh, that's big. That was huge. I don't know if there's a bit of damage there from one of those previous fights or not. That was very large. Oh man, this is like just leaves you wanting to come back every day for more, eh? You just get to that stage where it's like you have so many close calls, you just got to keep going back. Ah, it's only little. Seen another big one here. Oh, there you go. Little northern rock flathead. They look like a dragon, but they have like a camouflaged eye, and it looks like a bit of fern over the top of their eye. Yeah. And when these things are sitting in the rocks, holy, you cannot see them. That's a fish. That has to be like right in front of its face. That's a Tusky. That's a Tusky. Oh, he's in the rocks. Oh, I feel him pinging across the rocks every now and then. Spango? Grassy Emperor? I don't know. Spango, I think. It's going off. Oh, big, like not a bad Spango. It's gonna be fun to try and land. Oh, yep, nothing like live imaging fucking getting in the way. Oh, how's that? Missed a Tusky, but landed a, wow, that's actually a good Spango for 4 pound. Wow, that's very cool. I'm actually not that disappointed about that. That's very cool, a little bit of colour on him. We'll get him back, eh? I don't know, sight casting a pretty decent Spango on 4 pound. I think it's pretty cool. I think a lot of fly guys would not be upset with that. And it's essentially what we're doing. It's just the same equivalent, just the full sight casting thing. So you have that handful of species. So another one to the list, I guess. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a
big fish on.
Oh. Oh, tusky. No, it's a little tusky. Wow, little grass tusk, I think. Yeah. Yeah, another little grassy behind him. It's not the black spot we're chasing, but I'm pretty sure these guys are known as it's either a grass or a purple tusk. But I mean, it's pretty cool all the same. No, I think it's just because it's so rough, It just makes it hard. Oh, that's huge. That was a big one. It's coming around there. I think I can still see it. Oh, get off. Are you kidding? Oh, I can't see it anymore. Why? I mean, you're a tusky, but you just dogged me for a huge one. See you, little fella. Oh, none of them spango. Oh, wow. Gotta love oh, it's another big spango. Another one with it too. We're on. Oh, come here, little buddy. How's that? Very cool.
Send him straight back in.
Yeah, put him back in. We'll try and get that big tusky. Oh well, consolation prize isn't so bad. Let's get a big tusky. Oh! That was a good tusky.
Yeah, still in there, just went to the wide of the rock.
I don't reckon he'll eat again. Oh yeah, I see it. He's coming over to it, I reckon. I reckon I'll be right on him. Oh, he's eating it. Oh, he's eating it. Oh. He's gonna eat it again. He's gonna eat it again. Yep. That last big one probably ended up a little bit overconfident and had a few too many clicks on the drag. He's obviously taken off and I'm just going back on him. So it's just, I think, too much shock load. Like if you let it slowly load up, you don't quite get the fucking, I mean, you know, the instant big snap and shock. And as that really loaded up, I'm kind of pulling back and it's just popped it. So if I probably didn't pull back on it so hard, it might have stayed on that drag, but I probably also had a click or two too many, unfortunately.
What an epic feeling, finally nailing that target.
Yeah, it was pretty special. We had a lot of near misses, so to finally get the monkey off the back and get one on board was pretty special. Like, and it wasn't a big fish by any means, but you know, it always leaves room for improvement. Another PV, so.
The whole day was lit, mate. You know, like even when we weren't casting at the Tusky specifically, multiple species came on board, which was very cool.
Yeah, it definitely keeps you entertained, but that big Spango is going to be a special one for me, I think, because, you know, pound for pound, a shallow water Spango, they fight that hard. Anyone who's caught them, even on heavy gear, they know how hard they go. So
to get that 4-pound line cast it was pretty cool.
But as good as the day was, it just wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't. We kind of made a tough call that we had to do another day where we had to just go for that final fish, and it was all or nothing. If we didn't get it, well, it is what it is. If we did, awesome. But we just weren't happy with what we'd landed, essentially, and we just wanted to have another crack, but that was the only one. We're drawing a line there.
You've got to be thankful as a fisherman for whatever Mother Nature gives you, mate. And it's not to take away from that fish that we did land. Well, the couple of nice black spot tuskies that we landed. Yeah. But it wasn't enough. And come day 3, everything went to mud. And it went to mud quick. It was hot. I mean, must have been 42 degrees in some of those bays. No wind. It was brutal. It cooked the camera gear audio. I didn't know until after the day that there was no audio.
Yeah, no, for one of the very, very rare occasions I left, and I didn't even know until I hooked a tusky and got roasted by it. It just took off and blew me up. Went to look for the crabs and the pliers on the boat. And, that left us with one strand of 30-pound line that we had on another rod, and only one massive crab. So we're left with the 1 4.5 gram on Ricky's rod and me for a huge one. So we had to adapt and overcome and try and figure out a way and how we're going to approach a shallow water tusky with a very heavy big crab. And the only way was to Ricky essentially target the shallow water ones, and me that's slightly deeper, that 800 to 1.4, 1.5 meters, where when you cast a crab in a weight that heavy, they are way less susceptible to spooking, because if you chuck it at 1 and 200 mil of water, it's gone as soon as it hits the water. So we just had to do what we could do.
And did it pay off?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, hey, Mazaraba, my oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, hey, Mazaraba, my oh.
Pretend you've hooked it again? No, seriously? Like, pretend you've hooked it again?
No, I can't. Yeah, it's ripped it straight out.
Not huge. You can always crack those
Just hold
PBs.
on, mate.
Yeah, that's going to definitely
Dogs,
pick that up.
fucking wind chimes.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are those wind chimes? We needed to get back out there.
Man, that wind is killing us. Ah, sharp. Wow, it's very dirty. Oh. Oh, it's going to open up there, but... Oh. Wow. That nearly lost me finger.
Last take.
Final take. And action. Right after this gecko stops trying to be famous.
You gecko.